Pat Calamari here. How are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I am excited to have the opportunity to have a chat with you, man. Big fan, a long time.
Well, thanks. Cool, good.
And, I said to Steve, we got a lot in common. His last name is Trout, and my last name is Calamari. We're in every...
You know something? When I saw your name, I thought, I bet you he grew up hearing all those jokes about his name back in second grade and third grade, and I can completely relate.
Every time I go out to dinner, I look at the menu, I always ask this waitstaff, so how's the calamari? Oh, I love it. So I'm sure you're doing the same thing. How's the trout tonight?
Yeah, oh, that's good, man. I made a record in 1992. It's a live album, and I called it No More Fish Jokes. And on the cover, I took all these headlines from reviews where every reviewer was making a joke about my name. It got to be where, okay, I get it, now can we move on, you know? And the cover was just all these headlines. Trout is upstream, I'm hooked on trout. All this, you know. So I called it No More Fish Jokes. But then on the back cover, I'm wearing a hat that has a trout fish stuck through it. I got a trout on my shirt. And I'm holding a trout fish just so they could see that I'm not taking it too serious. You know?
Gotta have a great sense of humor to have a name like that. Everywhere I go, people are like, hey, squid! That's how I'm known in the area. If you come into town and you go, hey, I'm looking for squid, they go, oh, Pat! I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I have been playing tracks off. If that is not the album of the year, I don't know. We're all in this together, dude. That is insatiable. That is incredible that you put that together. But let me get...
You know what? At the Blues Awards in Memphis, it won Blues Rock Album of the Year.
Good.
And I kind of didn't expect it. I was kind of shocked, man. And I went up there with my wife and my producer to accept it, and I just started bawling like a baby. It was, I didn't even know what to say. I really didn't expect it, but I was very happy to get it,
Oh, my God, yeah. I mean, what got my attention to it was, I said, you were part of another, at least you have a song with great friends of mine, Fabrizio Grassi, Kenny Arnoff, and I even got an interview coming up next week with Lance Lopez, and I love the Supersonic Blues Machine, and I know you were involved with the song Can't Take It No More, and I said, I wonder if you got that idea from them when they were bringing in, Warren Haynes and Robin Ford and brought in, yourself. How did that all come about? What was the inspiration behind we're all in this?
I had the idea long before that.
Okay.
And the way it started was I did a gig at Carnegie Hall with Kenny Wayne Shepherd and Edgar Winter.
Wow.
And we were sitting around backstage and having fun and hanging out. And I happened to say to Kenny, man, you live in L.A. We ought to go in the studio sometime and record something together. We're both like neighbors. And he said, yeah, that'd be cool, man. And he said, here's my number. Give me a call. We'll make it happen. Then I was sitting there later with Edgar, and my current drummer, the guy who's on the album, he used to play with Edgar. And so I was sitting there talking with Edgar, and I said, man, you live in L.A., man. Let's record something. And he's like, yeah, that'd be fun, man. And so I went home that night, and I was talking to my wife. I said, I got these two awesome guys. I'm going to start calling up some other friends of mine. And I called Joe. I called Warren. I called Robin. And it just kept going, and I, little by little, I'm like, wow, I got 5 really great players that want to be on there. And I'd call up, Eric Gales, and he'd say, yeah, man, let's do it. And I go, fuck, now I got 6, man. And I just kept going. And to be honest, I had 18 And then the label told me I had to keep it to 14. That's all they were going to, put on there. So there were 4 more guys I had to sort of cut out. I don't want to tell you who they were.
Yeah, no.
It could turn up in the future, but they were just the same caliber as the guys that are on there.
I mean, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, I think I had the opportunity to meet Sonny Landreth, and if he is not the best slide guitar player in the world, I don't know who is. I love the guy.
You know what I say every night, and I think I said it in the liner notes on the album. He's the greatest slide player that ever lived. And to me, and he's a good buddy.
I love the guy.
I tell him this, and he laughs. I think he's an alien. I think he's from another planet, because what he does with a slide, it's not possible to do. He does shit that it is not possible to do. And I don't know how he does it. And I've jammed with him on numerous occasions, and I stand next to him on the stage, and I'm watching him, and the stuff that's coming out, it's not human. He's not human. He's that good. To me, he's in a class of his own, and then there's everybody else, and I've said that to people, and they go, oh, no, you're crazy. What about this guy? What about that guy? And I go, I'm sorry. Nobody compares to Sonny Landreth. Nobody.
No, I 110% agree with you. And Eric Clapton doesn't do his Crossroads Festival without Sonny, and he just is mesmerized watching Sonny. Like you just said, I got to meet Sonny at Daryl's house, and we spent time backstage, and he's a hero. He is on his own island, and he's just so down to earth that he goes, no, I just love doing what I do. And I'm asking him all these questions. How did you do this? How did you do that? And he would show me. I'm like, oh my God, Sonny.
Well, you know what's amazing about that guy is he doesn't know how good he is, and that's really an endearing quality. Like when he did the track on the record, he sent it back to me, and he called me up and he said, hey man, I just did this track, I want you to give it a listen, and if you think it sucks, you can tell me and I'll do it over again. I don't know if it's any good, I don't know, you tell me and I'll be happy to do it again, man. If you think it sucks, I won't be insulted. And I'm like, I listened to it, I went, man, it's awesome. Are you kidding me?
He's definitely the best of the best. We're on the phone, WBXO special edition of the Pat Show, with one of the great blues legends of all time. He's been in the business for 50 years. He's respected by the old guys, he's respected by the new guys, and he's still kicking ass and going strong. Great to have Walter Trout on our line. Walter will be at Daryl's house this Thursday. He's going to be at the Highland Ballroom on Wednesday. He's up in Athens on Friday, up in Greene County. Walter, like I said, we're talking about the album. We're all in this together. How hard of a challenge was it to match coming up with the right song with the right artist like a Sonny or a Robin Ford or Warren Haynes? Did you have those guys in mind when you were writing the song?
Yeah, and by the way, let me tell you that I didn't get shut down by the FAA or the FCC or whatever it is. But no, I wrote the song with these guys in mind. And what I did was, I didn't want them to necessarily try to fit into what I do. I wanted to do something where I could kind of latch on, kind of get into what their style is, and I could blend in with them. I tried to give them all that respect. Now, the one cover on the album is The Sky Is Crying with Warren Haynes, and the reason we did that is I have sat in as a guest with Government Mule twice. One time at a festival in Florida and one time at the New Orleans Jazz Fest. And both times we have done that song. And I was talking to Warren, and I said, I actually had dinner with Warren and Robin Ford and Lance Lopez one night, and Fabrizio Grazzi. We all had dinner together, and I was talking to Warren, I said, the times that we have played that song live, we have just ripped it up. So why don't we record it? And so that's how that came about, you know.
Excellent, man. That is, I said, yeah, you had to have them in mind for the song to make it really fit. You just can't say, hey, you know, Sonny, I want you to, here's a track, what do you think about it and how you can fit in? Because I'm saying you really had to think about those guys and those songs, but I don't know without asking the question, but man, what a job.
Yeah, that's what I did. I would think about each artist and write a song with that person in mind. Now, there were a couple of people, like, I can tell you, for instance, with Kenny Wayne Shepherd, we recorded 3 different songs, 3 different styles.
Nice.
And then I picked one to send to him. I was like, do we want to do more of a traditional blues thing? Because he does that tremendously. Or do we want to do a kind of a blues rock thing, you know? So I have, you know, 2 songs in the bag that never got released that I wrote to do with him. Edgar Winter was really fun because I said to him, hey, Edgar, I wasn't sure what to write for you because you do rock, you do jazz, you do ballads, you do progressive rock, you do all this different stuff. And what he said to me really made me laugh. He said, well, Walter, when I was, you know, all my life, my first love is the blues. He says, but when I was a kid, and I heard my brother play the guitar, I figured he had the blues pretty much covered, so I needed to do something else.
Wow.
And I just cracked up. I went, yeah, I think your brother had the blues pretty much covered, Edgar, you know. But, so that album was a lot of fun, man. It was really fun.
No, great, man. What a masterpiece. And it's a, you know, it's kind of fitting coming after your album Battle Scars, which won, you know, rock blues album of the year in 2016, and you also won Song of the Year, Gonna Live Again. I mean, coming from that whole liver thing and everything, and then coming out with We're All in This Together, man. What a little bit of a change, but it's very fitting. I want to say I love Almost Gone. I love Cold Cold Ground. We've been playing those tracks for a while now. No, just really good stuff. Well, I'm able to do that, and I want to showcase what you do. You know, I play these tracks for my wife. You know, she's watching, you know, one of the TV shows. I said, mute that for a minute, and I play it, and we all agree it should be, you know, a top 100, top 21, top 10, maybe even a top number 1, but, you know, without us pushing on radio, well, at least me here in New York, I said nobody would ever know unless you went to one of Walter's shows, so we're glad to do what we're able to do for you.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I really do, and let me tell you that Battle Scars was pretty much written and recorded with a lot of tears coming down my face because I kind of relived the whole experience that I went through with my illness, and that's what that album is about. And it was really heavy and emotional, and I was drained at the end of it, you know. And after that, I thought to myself, I got to do something exactly the opposite. To me, if you listen to Battle Scars from beginning to end, and you really listen to it and think about what happened to me, there's a good chance you're going to be in tears. And I thought, well, now it's time to do a record where at the end you have a big smile on your face.
Absolutely.
You know? And so We're All in This Together to me was about all of me, all of my friends and my band and myself just trying to express the joy of being alive and being able to make music together and be with your friends, you know?
Absolutely. Life, I end my radio show every time with life is just way too short. Live, love, and laugh a lot. Life is just way too short. Hey, let me lead into you're part of the British Liver Trust, so you can help raise awareness and needed funding. How can listeners and folks like myself get involved? Go to their website and donate, or?
Well, you know, here in the United States, as long as we're here in the country, in this country, I would say if you want to help promote organ donation, there is a group called Donate Life.
Okay.
And they are the ones that are behind it and that push it and that actually help with getting the organs, sent out there to different people. They're very involved, and I've done a lot of benefits for them.
Excellent.
And if you go on donatelife.com, you can donate to them. But you can also, if you have not signed up to be an organ donor, you can sign up on their website, and it takes about 1 minute. And as soon as you put your info in there, you're in the national database of donors. I have to get this out. You have 8 life-saving organs in you. 8 of them. You could save 8 people's lives. Also, your skin could go to burn victims, or the corneas of your eyes could go to a blind person and give that person sight. And that is an amazing gift you could give somebody. But right now in this country, we have 120,000 people on the waiting list for an organ, and every month we lose about 2,000 of them.
Wow.
And that never makes the news. 2,000 people a month dying because they can't get what they need. And
wow.
I'm one of the lucky ones. I got it. I feel great. I'm in the best years of my life now, and it's my responsibility now to spread the word.
That absolutely, and that's why I wanted to bring it up, because I knew it was very important to you. Coming out with Battle Scar is such an intense piece of work, and I get it. And I was really, my son renewed his license, and he had it on the table, and I turned it over, and he had organ donor, and I put a real big smile on my face without me even having to push it. I just said, why? And he goes, well, Dad, what am I going to do when you die? What am I going to do with it? I'd rather have somebody else be able to use some of my things. So as a parent, I felt like, wow. I'm like, that would almost get me in the tears. So, yeah, no, I understand
awesome.
it.
You got a great kid there, man.
Yeah, now if I could get my daughter to do it, that would be something. But, one step at a time. Congratulations on your 31 years of sobriety, by the way.
Oh, well, thanks, man.
I did.
I was such a clown in my youth. I mean, I was as in bad shape as anybody you've ever seen, and I have to say there are still people who knew me back then who don't want to talk to me. And, I don't know how John Mayall put up with me while he did, but John gave me the chance to get sober while I was in his band, and he supported me, and God bless him for that. But I was a lost soul, man. I came from kind of an abusive, violent childhood, and I didn't care if I lived or died, and I got sober, and life changed. Life got beautiful.
Excellent.
And 2 years after I got sober, I met the girl that I married, and we got 3 great kids, and 28 years later, after meeting her, we're still madly in love. And life just got great after I gave up all that crap and started taking life seriously. There
you go. Well, I am really happy for you. And you brought up John. I got to ask you, how great was it to be a blues breaker for, the 5 years you were with him? Does it get any better than that?
Well, I can tell you, when I look back at my musical career, that could be the most fun I ever had playing with him. It was just a blast, and the guy is just an amazing man with a sense of humor like nobody else that I've ever known. He could just make you laugh all day. And it was just tons of fun. And I was in there with Coco Montoya, the 2 of us, and now I feel very fortunate in that guys who have been through the Blues Breakers, we're a small, exclusive club, and we all keep in touch with each other, and we all sort of have had a mutual experience that we shared. And it's great being a part of that club and being in touch with all of those guys. I love it.
And nobody could ever take that off your resume. Once you're a part of it, it will always live on for a long, long time. Well, Walter Trout, one of the best legends in the blues in the blues period. Got a great 50-plus year career and still going strong. Walter is playing at Daryl's house. I can tell you, Walter, all the reserve tables are sold out. I don't think there's many general admission tickets, so I would encourage the listeners to get them today, 845-289-0185, or go to darylshouseclub.com. If you can't make it Thursday, you can catch Walter in the city at the Highland Ballroom or up in Greene County in the wonderful Catskills at the Athens Free Summer Concert Series. Walter, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the conversation as much as I have.
Oh, this was great, Pat. Are you going to be at a gig so we can meet?
I got to go to a small fundraiser early Thursday evening, which happens to be not too far from Daryl's house. So I'm going to stop in and definitely try to catch your whole show, or at least stop in around the sound check or what have you to say hello and get a picture and give you a good hug and chat a little bit more.
Well, hey, I'd love to meet you, man. So I hope we get to say hi in person, Pat. And thanks for what you do for guys like me.
That's what we do. We love your music. We love you. We doing everything we can to keep in blues, rock, any new music alive on the airways. It's a lost art, and I am in the driver's seat to be able to do that, and glad to be able to promote another seafood guy, you know?
That's it. I was about to say, man, no more fish jokes, man.
No more fish jokes. I mean, Walter, safe travels, and we'll see you Thursday night.
Thanks a lot, Pat. Take care, man.
Okay, brother. Bye now.